He said he only wanted to bid farewell, nothing more. A brief moment of silence to honor the man who once dragged him from a blazing jeep amidst enemy gunfire. But the young usher at the cemetery gate showed no interest in tales of valor or old medals. "Sorry, sir," he said, barely glancing at the photo in the veteran's hands. "Private ceremony. Family and invited guests only." The old man shifted on aching knees, clutching a faded black and white picture of himself, younger, standing next to General Thompson in a muddy jungle years ago. "We served together," he said quietly, voice steady but soft. "Vietnam. 3 tours. Recon." The usher offered a thin smile and replied, "If your name's not on the list, I can't let you in." Then, like a sharp jab, he added, "No invitation? What's a fake hero doing here?" Those words cut deeper than any shrapnel ever could, but the veteran didn't snap or argue. He stepped back from the gate, gripping its frame tightly, and gazed at the white chapel beyond the hedges. His blazer was worn, his medals dulled by time, yet he stood with more dignity than anyone waiting behind the velvet ropes. He didn't seek attention. He just wanted to salute his commanding officer one last time, the man who saved his life in Laos, the one who wrote the letter that secured his medical discharge when his legs gave out. He'd hoped someone inside might recall his name, once shouted urgently over a field radio, but all he faced was a blocked gate and a dismissive back. Near the chapel, officers in dress blues formed a procession line. A young lieutenant read names off a clipboard: senators, colonels, family, friends. Someone in the crowd spotted the man by the gate. "Who's that guy?" one asked. Another shrugged, "Probably another stolen valor case. Happens all the time." A few chuckled, one rolled their eyes. They saw an old man in a dated uniform, not the reason their boots weren't trudging through mud. Then a black SUV's door slammed shut with commanding force. Every head turned as a tall figure emerged, sunlight glinting off the 4 stars on his shoulders. General Carter, Joint Chiefs, full active duty. No one stirred as he strode past the crowd with quiet authority, each step resounding like thunder on the marble path. He didn't pause to greet anyone or check the list. He headed straight for the man at the gate. The veteran tried to salute, but before his hand could rise, General Carter snapped his own to his brow in a crisp, flawless motion. "Permission to enter, Master Sergeant?" he said, voice carrying across the crowd. The veteran blinked, stunned. "Sir," he managed to say. Carter nodded. "You're the highest-ranking memory here today. If anyone belongs at Thompson's funeral, it's you." The crowd stirred, eyes widened, phones lowered. Carter turned sharply to face the assembly. This man served under General Thompson in the most perilous recon unit of the Vietnam War. He bled for him, carried him, and when everyone else ran dry on ammo, he stayed. Silence deepened. "If any of you question his right to be in that chapel," Carter's voice cut like steel, "you're free to leave now." The usher, mortified, stepped aside and opened the gate without a word. General Carter himself escorted the veteran down the center aisle. No one whispered or laughed anymore. Some saluted, some stood, all watched. Inside, the veteran was given a front-row seat, reserved. When the eulogies began, Carter handed him the microphone. He didn't say much, just held the photo and faced the room of polished uniforms. "He saved my life. I came to return the favor. I wasn't going to let him be laid to rest without his men here. That was all. No grand speech, no performance, just truth." By the service's end, the same officers who had doubted him lined up to shake his hand. Even the usher returned, eyes down, offering a genuine apology. The veteran nodded but said little. He wasn't there for recognition, he came to pay tribute. That's the difference. True warriors don't wear medals for pride. They carry them for the brothers they couldn't save. And sometimes, when the world forgets who they are, it takes one man with 4 stars and a memory to remind everyone in the room who the real hero is. Before we close this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.